spots it.
Hi there.
Yep.
Hey, I'm Officer Kennedy. Real quickly say earlier, conversations being recorded, okay?
Yes, it is.
Reason for the stop today is that I noticed your tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Good. Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it. Just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay. Don't ever reach for it. Okay. Favor, I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay, you're not going to do that. You're not going to put a firearm in it.
Sir,
Okay, so just hear me out. Stop talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting up an intimidating
Well, I'm not going to hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this.
And she already mad.
I'd like to just grab it and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it or
I do not want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your ID?
I am willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly see it.
Do not touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move it. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that? That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my hands on the steering wheel.
But you told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. If you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth.
The suspect pleads the fifth, despite having no intention of shutting up. Seeing as how the woman is not complying with his orders, the officer calls for backup in case the situation turns ugly.
I am not uncooperative. I am simply answering you without lying.
Not at this time.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly.
Because I gotta survive every contact, and I'm gonna get what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I have.
You've met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge. But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go home every day.
I don't trust the badge.
The Karen is just insufferable. Everything is a battle with her. The fact that this woman is armed is terrifying.
Not that I don't trust you. I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stopped.
Especially the way she acting. She don't seem.
Possibly thousands of people every year.
She don't seem like the type of person that needs a gun. Honestly, the way she's acting just seems like she cannot control her emotions. Honestly, I feel like she's the type of person who do not need a gun, and they really need to take it from her like immediately. So, yeah.
And I have to survive each of those contacts.
And I'm just surprised he's sitting there going back and forth with her for this long. Because honestly, let it be somebody else, we all know what the police would do, especially if the person has a gun on them. So I'm surprised this police is even going back and forth with her. Honestly, they've been talking for so long, and I'm really surprised that she didn't get thrown onto the ground already. Or let alone, I'm surprised he didn't draw his gun on her because she got one. And I'm just saying, I watch other few videos where, some people don't even have a gun on them, and the police will draw their gun on them, on the person. So I'm really shocked at how this situation is actually going. So I want to see how this plays out.
For a duration of 25 years. Okay?
I understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm. And so that's what I go off of, okay?
And I was willing to compromise with you. But you're not willing to compromise. You want it your way.
What is the compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to allow you to put it on the dash. I would
like to do that.
Willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay. Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other firearms with you?
No.
Okay.
Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
Now, can I begin going over this paperwork with me that you're going to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway?
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It is legitimate.
And she actually is dealing with a nice police right now. Like I said, I done seen police officers do some outrageous stuff. So she really got a good police officer she dealing with, but she giving him a hard time. And he's really trying to work with her and be understanding, but
A
we're gonna see how this plays out.
supervisor arrives on scene, and the woman begins reading out her rights as a sovereign citizen to the officers. But the chief officer calls her out on it before she can get past the first page.
As you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know that the right of the citizen to travel upon public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you
Like, is she about to keep reading all of this?
where to find that if you would like.
If we don't need to, the U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that, so...
No, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have, and you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
She takes "I reject your reality and substitute my own" to a new level. The suspect finally provides the officer with her license and admits to not having registration, insurance, or a permit
Oh, wow.
for her concealed weapon. Unsurprisingly, the license turns out to be suspended.
Oh, my goodness.
You can step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
That's why she was acting like that.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry, nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
Or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under
So
clothing,
now
that's
you guys
concealed.
want to know.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I never knew that. So you learn something new every day.
I'm pretty kept up to date. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later, okay? But this isn't the
Eating
place
crow
for it.
later is not going to help me.
Okay, well, it might. So, go, ma'am, go ahead and step out of the
In the
vehicle. You are under
meantime,
arrest.
you guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the
See, this police officer right here, he ain't with it. He ain't with that mess. The other dude, he want to talk. This dude right here, he ain't playing.
place for the argument.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way. Face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Ow.
Good.
Would you
Do
please
you need
be
2 sets of
gentle?
cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury.
Okay.
So
Chief, will you hold this arm? We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you.
and please,
We'll do our very best. I'm only limited by these 2 cuffs. It'd be a little better if you were able to hold a little more still.
sorry, but I'm not standing still enough for you. I'm a little bit stiff.
check the tightness on.
The woman is finally arrested and charged with operating a vehicle with a suspended license, among other charges. Had she provided the necessary documents to begin with, the process might have been quicker. Hiding behind paperwork relating to the rights of sovereign citizens isn't going to prevent you from being arrested after you've committed a crime, and neither is pretending to know the laws, such as